Hi, I'm Curtis Knight, and we're talking about your closing date. What's that? The date that the seller of the property in real estate and the buyer get together, we meet at a neutral location, and we exchange the keys for the money, and the deed changes hands. It used to be in the name of the seller, but today we change the deed into the name of the buyer, and the actual deed of the property switches from one to the other. So the closing date is the date that happens, and it's usually about 2 months after you initially make your offer on the property. So what's the big deal, and why am I talking about the closing date? It's because the closing date is crucial. If you get the closing date wrong as a real estate agent, then everything can fall apart. Little tiny things make real estate deals fall apart all the time. I scratch my head every day and I say, are you kidding me? So picking the exact right closing date has to mean that everybody's in the loop. A lot of real estate agents don't do this, but you have to call the loan officer and say, what is your comfortable date of completion when you will have your buyer, who's making an offer on this property, completely underwritten? Underwritten is what we do when we check the finances of the person who's about to buy the home. The bank does this to protect their investment. Before we loan this bloke $400,000, $500,000, $600,000, $200,000, let's completely investigate him or her and make sure that they are worthy of this loan. If we find anything that doesn't fit our specifications and our criteria, then we reject them and we don't give them a loan. The closing date has to be approved by the mortgage company, the loan officer, the bank, and it's up to the real estate agent to make sure that everybody's in the loop and everybody's comfortable. More often than not, people just set the closing date. Then somebody gets upset and they say, that's not good for me. I have something scheduled on that date. And one thing leads to another, and then like in any major league sport where you see the pitcher throw a ball at the batter and the batter gets mad, he runs out and starts punching the pitcher, all of a sudden tempers flare over nothing, and then the deal falls through. So the closing date, very important, and your real estate agent needs to be right on it, the closing date.